Today I'm down in Olympia at Oyster Bay Farms. Although the name sounds like a seafood restaurant, here they raise chickens.
So the chicks all come in the mail, which is a really strange thing.
That is kind of weird.
It is really weird.
Melissa and her husband Nate run the farm. They raise chickens for eggs and meat as well.
The post office will call you before they even open because they don't want 500 chicks. Takes them a couple days to get here.
Funny.
You get the phone call, you rush down there. I'll heat my car up really hot.
Melissa took me to see the chickens they raise for meat. Every day, the chicken pen is hooked up to a tractor and dragged to a new section of the pasture.
One, they're eating tons of bugs. That's the first thing they do when we move them forward is they eat tons of bugs.
Nice.
They're going after the grass. And then we're not having to clean up after them. They're actually putting the manure where I need it, which is on the pasture, which is really hard to get. So they're giving back. They're not just taking.
Seems like a very logical way to do this.
Yeah, they're happy.
Yeah.
They're healthy. You know, every year you kind of modify something a little bit more.
Although Melissa does a great job managing the farm now, when she first moved here to work on the farm in 2000, she had no idea what she was getting into.
We moved here and I remember there being chickens into a place that we were able to keep our storage stuff and being like, what do I do?
Right.
You know, just because there was chickens, you know, really not understanding animals. Probably 2014, we were having dinner with Pat and Kathleen, the previous owners, and they were mentioning what are they going to do with the farm? They were getting ready to be done.
Yeah.
So my husband raised his eyebrows at me like, what do you think? And I was like, let's do it.
You had to kind of jump through some hoops in order to get this to happen, right?
Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit of an understatement. So Melissa and I are first generation farmers. Because of that, we're not coming to this enterprise with the luxury of having our parents' land to inherit or our parents' business to inherit.
Melissa and Nate were able to buy the farm thanks to something called the Farmland Preservation Project.
Very easily, this 40-acre parcel could have turned into 8 5-acre lots with a McMansion on each one. But instead, the county came up with a grant that paid the previous owners to put an easement on the property.
Okay.
So the previous owners get their investment. We have access to the land at a lower and much more affordable cost. And without it, we wouldn't be here.
Next on our tour, Melissa took me to see the egg-laying hens. Oyster Bay Farms specializes in rainbow eggs.
Well, hi.
And so as you can see, we got a diversity of different colors there. You know, not that the eggs are going to taste any different, but they do look different. And, you know, it does show the diversity of chickens that are out there, breeds that are out there, and it's a high quality product.
Yeah.
So every evening we gather eggs, and it's about 12 to 13 dozen at this point with our 275 hens. And so it's probably a little bit lower than a commercial flock because they don't have the diverse breeds, which of course the diverse breeds aren't going to lay as much. So I'll take them back and I wash eggs every morning. I usually get up before the rest of the family, and that's my podcast listening, egg washing time.
Nice.
And when I lay them out, I put them in the rainbow.
Aww.
And so then when I pack the eggs, I can take the appropriate amount of each color.
Yeah.
I often have the cashiers tell me how every time they come up, I open them just to look at them. But it's really nice. Other people really do appreciate that extra touch I'm putting in.
Yeah. What's the future for you guys? What do you see?
Well, I see a lot of eggs
Yeah.
in our future.
Eggs everywhere.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm that story, that next generation farmer getting on the land. And,
You are.
You know, I'm a first generation farmer, so
Right.
I don't come with any capital or any equipment or any knowledge. It's all, you know, bootstrapping.
Yeah,
and
learning as you
figuring-
go.
Yeah, school of hard knocks.
I love that.